When I was a kid, The Dark Knight Rises was one of my favourite films. It's one of the most impactful films I've ever seen in my life. Coming to my age now, I watched it again recently on my youth. It aligned with my whole experience recently. I want to talk about what I've been dealing with for the past 3 years, and it could resonate with you and I could help a couple people out. So if you felt stuck, if you felt depressed, if you felt like your whole identity has been stripped away and everything you've been working towards, you have no ambition anymore, you don't care about the goal, you don't care about your future. If your life before this state was always pushing, you're always hitting the goals you need to hit, you always striving to do everything you have to do, you have all these dreams and ambitions, and you have the most hunger that you've ever felt in your life. I was like this from 11 all the way up until 3 years ago. Year after year, since I was a kid, just year after year, I dealt with setbacks and setbacks. All of these things is like building up, and if you've lived a life, you've understood that you've had all these traumas, all these things just adding up, getting to this point of burnout, you're getting to this point of like, what's the fucking point anymore? So if you've what I described, if you felt that way, if you're feeling that this way now, that all your drive, all your ambition's gone, the old you is dead, but you're clinging onto it. You're in a state where you're in the middle of push and pull. You don't know what you're doing. You're clinging onto past memories. Everything about you is just washed out. If that's you, I can help you out, alright? Because I've dealt with this for the past 3 years, and the first year I went through this, I didn't understand what was going on. I just thought I was lazy. I just thought I was tired. I just thought I was a bit confused. I had all this drive and all these things I was doing, and then I got hit by all these issues and hit by all these traumas, and it just basically finished me. So there's this, before I get into the fix of this, there's a scene in The Dark Knight Rises where basically the whole fucking movie is about it. It starts off him crippled, like washed out. Shit hits the fan and he needs to come back out, but he's not that person anymore. Like, he doesn't understand, like, he's clinging on to the old image of himself, but everyone's telling him no. You're not ready for this, it's not who you are anymore, yeah? What is it, Alfred? Alfred's telling him, like, stop being a pussy, or leave it alone. You don't need to DBI anymore. That's what he's saying. And then he comes out, and then he thinks he's sick because he still thinks he's the old version of himself, and the old version of him died. And Bane fucks him up. He gets thrown into a pit. And the pit is the most powerful point of this whole film. Bruce Wayne gets banged up in the pit. He has no strength, he's weak, he's with a lot of people that are just giving up on their life, and there's a fucking exit through the top of the pit. And anyone who jumps through, anyone who climbs that exit always fails, and some of them die. So this guy tried and tried. He saw his whole city go into shit. He's watching everything go past him on the TV in the pit. He's rebuilding himself. He's building a new image of himself. He's building a new Batman, yeah? So if you're in this state, you're in the pit. You have to kill the old self. You have to rebuild yourself. You have to have a new identity, new plans, new routines, new habits. Everything has to be different. You have to eliminate the old shit that you cling on to. Oh, I have to do better than this. I have to be like this. It doesn't matter. All of that's out the window. If you cling on to the past, you're going to be stuck even more. You can't live in the past. You can't manifest the past. It's just the past. Alright? Instead of focusing on what you want in the future, focus on who you're becoming today. That's the key. Focus on who you're becoming today. Alright? I dealt with procrastination my whole fucking life, but the past few years have been mad. It's like every day you put it off, and then you plan these things, and you're planning it from your old self, your old past memories, your old past wants, your desires. You're planning it from that point. You want to be better than that. You want to go back to how you was and better, but you can't do that. You can't go from that state. You have to eliminate, kill it, erase, blank slate. That's what you got to do. I'd studied this shit. I knew exactly what to do, but I still couldn't let go of who I was, because I loved the past me. The past me was ruthless. The past me didn't stop. The ambition was through the roof. The drive was completely extreme. Like, I wanted to get back to that point, and I struggled. and struggled and struggled, trying to become that person that I was before. But I can't. But you can't do that. Yeah, I couldn't. So Batman rebuilds himself, and he tries again, and he tries again, climbing up with the rope, and he fails again and again. And one point he says, you know what, fuck this. I've rebuilt myself. I'm gonna take the mental safety off this jump. I'm gonna take the rope off. That's what he did. So he took the rope off, and he took the mental security, the mental comfortability, the fact that he knows that if he drops off this thing, he will die. When he jumps, he's got nothing to save him. And when he took the jump, he made the jump and he got out of the pit, and he saved the fucking Gotham, whatever it's called, yeah? That's the whole point I'm trying to explain about this little scene. If you think that you're gonna create a new identity with the fact that you can be comfortable and you can go back to how you was before, and you have something to fall back on, you're gonna stay in this pit forever, and you're gonna keep pushing and trying and pushing and trying, and you're gonna get demoralized about how many times you've tried and how many times you've failed. But the only thing that you have to change is to take the leap of faith without having any security behind you. You have to take the risk. You can't have a safety net behind your head. Technically, in terms of whatever you're dealing with, money, whatever, you have to build this, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of like doing what you're supposed to do, like today, this video, take the safety off. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about today, but I'm pulling it out of my head, pulling it out of my experiences, and to try and help someone else. You have to completely take the risk off. You completely put all the risk on the table. It has to be so powerful that you can't fail, you can't drop, you can't fuck up. That's how mad the risk in your head has to be. Like, there was one point to the extreme where I was like, I think it was 2019, and I started my first online business. I was like, you know what? If I don't make it happen this year, I will kill myself. It's extreme. I wasn't gonna do it anyway, but I just made myself believe that. And every single day, I showed up. I felt sick if I didn't work. I felt sick if I didn't make things happen. Every single day. And then I failed the whole year until the end of the year. Boom, made bare peas, and then COVID hits. And then I have to rebuild myself again and do something else. Life is about growth. You kill your old identity to make a new one. If you don't do that, you sit in a pit. That's literally the whole point I'm trying to explain. If you're in a pit, it's because you're clinging onto the old self. Kill the old self, rewrite it, make a new one. If you have to do 5 press-ups a day, but you did used to do like 100 a day, but you can't do 100 a day anymore. Do 5 press-ups a day. Believe that you're growing. The more you tell yourself that this new me, you don't compare it to the old one. The old one's dead, that's gone. If you compare it, I used to do 100 press-ups, now I can only do 5. I'm a piece of shit. You're gonna get stuck in the middle. You're gonna get stuck in the pit. Fuck all of that. Erase the whole past. Erase who you was before. Don't try and come back to who that was. Just try and be a new version of yourself. And if it's lower, who gives a fuck? You're gonna overcome that over time. But you focus on who you are now. So look, 5 push-ups a day. It could be anything. I'm just making it make sense. 5 push-ups a day. You tell yourself, congratulations, whatever. You make it a habit, and now you're doing 5 push-ups a day every single day, non-stop. There hasn't been one day off. Now it's become a habit, and now you grow it. Now you can do fucking 120 next week, whatever. I'm just saying, it's like you take baby steps because you're not the old self, you're a clean slate. You're a baby in your head. This is how you have to think about it. You're not going to throw your baby straight away into the hardest difficulty. You're going to do it in baby steps. So if you have to do work on your business, do 15 minutes, half an hour, every single day, until that every day becomes normal to you, where you have to do an hour, you have to do 2 hours, you have to do 3 hours, and it compounds over time. You've done a lot of shit. You've now become someone that has a business. You've now become someone that shows up for their business. You now become someone that shows up in whatever you want to do. But it always starts off with micro movements. If your subconscious learns that you can do micro movements, it can handle more. If you throw everything at it, it's just going to freeze up and shut down, and you're just going to become a potato on the couch. Alright? Micro movements. For example, this video is a micro movement. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to talk about. I sat down, put the camera on, that's it. I have to do something. Maybe tomorrow again, maybe straight after this video I'll do another one. I'm not going to overload myself so I can hit a burnout point again. It can't happen. So if you're dealing with all these stresses and all these issues and you're stuck trying to become someone that you used to be, kill that old self and make a new one. Make one even better. But start off small. Baby steps. Even when you're cutting habits off, do it in baby steps. Don't straight away. You have to believe straight away that you're already at the end position of who you want to be, and your body and your actions and your mind will slowly, in micro steps, get to that point. It's not going to be, oh, I'm this person now, and then tomorrow I'm going to overload myself and crash out and I'm not that person anymore. You're lying to yourself, you're lying to your subconscious. It doesn't believe you. You have to work with it. It's through repetition. Alright? That's all I've got to say. That's literally it.